everyone, Daniel here with the Next Issue podcast. Today's video is a review for The All Nighter, issues 1 and 2. This is a Comixology original book. Um, I was not aware that this book was coming out today, but then Chip Zdarsky tweeted out that this was happening, and I had to go check it out, and I figured I'd make a video to give you guys a little bit more information. So let's go check out the team, and then we'll talk a little bit about the book. So this is written by Chip Zdarsky with art by Jason Liu, colors by Alleyne, and letters by Aditya Bidikar. So this team also worked on Afterlift, which is another Comixology original that Zdarsky was involved with, and like I said, this team already they were, I believe they were nominated for an Eisner, if not. They actually won. It's right there on the cover. So that's pretty impressive that they realized let's do it again. I like when creative teams get the band back together for another tour. So a little bit of the story here, and I'll just show you some panels on art to kind of work along there. Alex is bored. Flipping burgers for strangers all night is no way for a vampire to live. But he and his fellow vampires, Joy, Cynthia, and Ian, have agreed to blend into human society. Inspired by superhero movies, one of his few passions in his life, Alex decides to don a cape and start fighting bad guys. But his decision will have bigger consequences than he realizes for himself and everyone he wants to protect. It feels pretty good to be a vampire vigilante. Alex gets to cut loose with his vampire powers a little and help some people along the way. But what happens when others see what Alex is up to and get their own ideas? Here we have a couple of pages where we are at the All Nighter, which is the diner that they all work at. These are all. So I think the idea that these people were vampires really caught me by surprise as I was reading the book. I didn't know anything about the premise of this book going into it, so it was really interesting. And here we do see the diner is really interesting because the concept is that they're only open at night because that's when vampires can be out and about without danger of them, being burnt by the sun. So that part is very interesting. Also, these 4 vampires living together, we don't really know how they came together yet, but we do know that vampires don't age, so they have to go through all these troubles of they live together. The kids never seem to get older. People start to notice those type of things, especially when you have regulars at a diner, which we meet a pair of cops that are regulars to the diner. So that already presents a bump in the road, and that's not even the biggest of it. Let's look at some more art here and talk a little bit more about the book. I really like the way that they really set up all these characters as they all have very distinct personalities. And even though there are 2 older vampires, I don't think they're in charge. I believe the vampire who looks like a little girl is more in charge. I don't know how old each of the vampires are. So that really puts an interesting twist on things. And then like I mentioned in the description, Alex is inspired a lot by superheroes. They go out to watch this movie with Captain Claus, classic superhero Captain Claus. I actually wouldn't mind seeing a little bit of Captain Claus comics. Hopefully, he'll keep coming back and be a recurring thing on there on the book. And then finally, we get to see Alex go full superhero, but like the book said in the description, this will come with consequences, right? First of all, vigilantes are already criminals in the eyes of the police. Also, vampires, if they are discovered by humans, have to pay consequences in this world. We're not sure what those consequences are yet. We know that there are people that are aware of this and they will take advantage and leverage that information. So how will that affect? How will Alex's decision to become a superhero affect not only himself but the people that he lives with? And I guess I would call them his family of vampires. how long can they last just living in the diner at the all-nighter, before all these things kind of come to a close, before people discover that the kids don't age, before people discover that one of them is a vigilante, before all the people that know that they're vampires, before they come after them. There's a lot of stuff not in their favor. This is a little bit longer because it was 2 issues of a comic. So these are both now available for you to borrow on Comixology Unlimited or purchase on Comixology. So yeah, very excited for this. I think the art team did a great job with the design of the superheroes. Also, I love the design of Captain Claw. So yeah, I'm very excited. Hopefully, this will be printed at some point because I would love. I think I would love to own a copy of this first. I'm sure it will be a collection. I'll probably put out in some kind of trade paperback. But yeah, let me know if you've read this, if you read other Comixology originals. We just had a review for Astonishing Times #4, which is another Comixology original that we really liked we really like in the show. And of course, all the Scott Snyder comics that have come out throughout the month of October. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the link so you know when we go live. We do live streams of things that we've been watching, movie reviews, discussions, etc. And don't forget to check out the link for our Patreon in the description. All these videos come out first on Patreon. All these reviews, movie trailer reactions, all that stuff. Anything we shoot in advance, patrons get to look at it first. So thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.